The audio book of Thinking Ahead, Chapter 1, the introduction. Like the introduction, it was needed for more common products. Like your production was the introduction, sustain. And somewhere in there, you have the remains of what we call G season. And that, my friend, is what I call the features of Mr. Nobody. Like being in the game, it teaches you a thing or two that you had to make a meal. You had to trap out the sage, the squirfing. I call it the squirfing, but I call trap out the surfing. Because on the inside, you surfing, you know what I'm saying? You surfing, trying to think ahead, thinking about the last chapter you was on, and trying to top that and do better. Every inch, mile, step had a trap in it. But which part of the trap did you play? Did you play the back man, the front man, the pawns, the queens, the kings? All embody one thing. That's victory over rap. That's just the rap game. There's other things such as real rap music, which takes you to another far side of what we call the wild side. Now, good music in the game, thinking ahead, that's just a wild card. That's something you play when you got the joker in the day, you got a bad girl on deck, and you living that life. And this is that life. Somewhere in there, was another defeat of regular Reggie. And somewhere you were the ring. You just had to be the ring and come full circle, 360 degrees. In your asset, as soon as possible in your aspects of a life. And life can be a very rocky road. Ups and downs, twists and turns, peaks and pills. Well, you had to work it out amongst your own setbacks. Like to do anything rocky, you just had to be ahead of the game. You had to think twice as hard about everyday stuff, everyday aspects such as living, dying, where achieving meets incapability or capacity, like usually like utility, your thought process. Whatever is on is on. But if ain't nothing on, you ain't got nothing to worry about. And that brought up other topics like, Bob, I know y'all came to see Lil Reggie Bry, water, balling out the water. And I ain't tripping. The water had its aspects. It was watering, whining. It was just a watery way in anyway. Like water worked in anyway in most processes. It's something we all embody like a sponge to soap, or a tissue to paper, or fillings to teeth. You just go in, you go in, you go in, you go in, and never come out the top. Every time you try to come out the top, the ceiling holds you down. So what we do, we eliminated what we call the ceiling man. The ceiling man, he was on top forever. He did so much in his journey that you never seen him quite twice. You never seen him once, maybe twice. But once again, each villain had a character. Which brought me to the next conclusion. Where did water really come from anyway in the game? Thinking ahead, the sweat on your back has a lot to say about the character of your physicality as well as mentality. And I still think somewhere in there, you just had to eat and suck the game up. What came to you was real. Too real to feel. Which brings me to my next conclusion. If water ain't whipping, it's whipping the water. Which one are you, the whipping or the water? Be water, my friends. Think ahead.